The night was already thick with tension, the kind that makes your hair stand on end, and what I was about to do was only going to make that worse. Out of habit, I tugged at my messy bun, pulling on the zebra stripe elastic to tighten it up. My hair was getting kind of long, and even though it was October in South Alabama, it was quite warm. Once I adjusted my sloppy style, I took a few deep breaths to clear my mind. It was as if the atmosphere around me was woven from threads of unease. I read that in a fiction novel recently, and the description sort of stuck with me. Yeah, this was all sorts of uneasy, but it had to be done. I sat alone in my dimly lit room, incense smoke twisting like ethereal snakes in the air around me. Burning incense wasn't necessary, but setting the mood helped me ease into the other world. It was kind of ritualistic, but it brought me comfort, so there was that. I eased into a comfortable sitting position. It was important to relax, because the more fear I brought into the session, the more I would attract fear during my psychic walk. I was about to do something I rarely did anymore. A remote psychic session. But not just any session. This was an astral dive into the Leaf Academy, a place with a history so dark it could eclipse the freaking Alabama sun. As I closed my eyes, I felt a magnetic pull like the undertow of a dark ocean. A dark, endless ocean. My surroundings vanished, and suddenly, I was walking through the deserted halls of the Leaf Academy. Wow, that was quick. I didn't have to struggle at all. Weird. The air smelled of must and decay. The walls were textured with the peeling paint and the graffiti written by 100 lost souls. Geesh, Sierra, you've got to lay off the late-night novel reading. Each step echoed as if announcing my intrusion to unseen watchers. Something was off. With every step, I felt a disturbing realization creep over me like ivy on a gravestone. I was walking, yes, but these weren't my steps. Not at all. I was in someone else's leather shoes, experiencing their dread, their fear. My heart raced, not with my anxiety, but with the urgency of another's hidden terror. I was tall and powerful. I was a man. But, for some reason, my blood coursed with fear. Who am I? What is my name? What am I afraid of?